Hello everybody. Happy Tuesday afternoon. It's so good to be here and I hope you're all doing well today. I have finished my Madame Butterfly journal and I wanted to do a quick walkthrough. This one happens to be sold, but I did take a couple of commission orders for it. If you are still interested, I have several emails that I still have to get back to people. But if you're truly interested, just leave me a message on Instagram or my Facebook. You can email me. All my information is in my YouTube, and I will leave it in the description box as well. Okay? So the kit is by Paperomia, and she is from India. And she has such a wonderful passion, both her and her sister. Shatidi, I think it is. I think I just messed that up really bad, but I'll leave both names in the description box below. She happens to be a 17-year-old girl from India who has such an incredible passion for art and digital design. And I've mentioned before, she asked me to do some design teamwork for her, and I was very, very pleased after speaking with her several times that I would love to help her on her journey. So, and her sister. Anyway, so this is the kit that she had chosen for me to work on this month, and I'm very happy to finish it. So anyway, I did change up the ribbon because the wider ribbon was just too much and it got too bulky because I don't know when to stop when I do a journal, and there is a journal in here. For those of you who are new, welcome, and for my faithful followers, welcome to you too. So this is a folio with a journal inside, handmade stationery, handmade envelopes, postcards, some artwork from the Chicago Art Museum. I'll leave the link to the different places where you can get copyright-free material if you're looking for it, okay? So let me get started on the journal so we're not here very long. So on the front, I had found this piece of jewelry here. It was broken. I found it at an antique store several years ago, and it was broken, so she gave it to me for a really good price. And there is some beautiful stones, some amethyst, some black onyx. It's just gorgeous. And I thought, oh my gosh, how perfect for this journal. Now it does slide like this. That's how I ended up, doing some repairs to it. But you could do whatever you wanted with it. The girl that bought it, she could, put it over here. She could, slide it over to here. But I think it looks fabulous, kind of right there. If I can push this down a little bit, it actually looked better. There we go. So anyway, it does slide back and forth. And I'll show you what I did to kind of get that to be able to slide. I'm not sure what kind of piece of jewelry it was originally, but it is gorgeous, and I'll hold it up closer so that you can see it. And I do like this ribbon a lot better. It's a lot thinner. I can get the journal in and out better because it did get chunky. So here's that piece of jewelry, and what I did was I just put two jewelry wires here, and it had a hole here, here, and here, and I just ran some jewelry wire and then just made, a twist with my pliers and my jewelry makers back here, so it would slide on and off. Like I said, it could have been a brooch, it could have been pretty much anything, but it is absolutely beautiful. If you can see in the light, the stones, it's really beautiful. So anyway, I just thought that would look really pretty there. I'm going to slide it back on here just so I don't misplace it, because I've misplaced it twice by working in the journal. So that will go there for now. I did stitch around the entire outside of the journal folio. If you haven't seen this before, it is a file folder. And then I covered this side and this side and the inside as well. And then I have like a sort of rounded spine so I could put the grommets in to hold the journal in. The journal has a 3 signature spine, 3 signature spine, so it's easily taken out, and you could use it, you know, just as a journal or keep it in the folio, whatever you so choose. Okay, so I just gotta fix that envelope. That's in some acetate back there. So we'll start with the stationery, and what I did was I printed the portrait pages, not all of them, but some of them, and then I cut them down so that they would, you know, look more like a piece of stationery. Okay, so here's the first one. These are just some more envelopes. And then another piece of stationery. And another. Another. And what it was the portrait size, you know, the portrait. I sized it down and then I cut it to a size where I thought it would be, you know, appropriate for a piece of stationery. Trying to stay in frame. And then this piece. And it is on Swarthmore linen paper. There's that. And this one. The birds, which I love. She's beautiful. And those two. And then for the envelopes, I took a template and then I put it on the paper. For example, this one. And I took my template, I put it wherever I thought it would look right. Don't mind that, that was a misprint. I took my template wherever I thought the image would look good and folded upright where it wouldn't be upside down. See, if I placed it like that and folded it, it would have been upside down. So what I would have done was turned it over so that the image itself would be, no, I would have gone like this with this one because I would have ended up folding it this way, and then this would have gone this way at the top, and that would have been your envelope. I have two that I haven't folded yet. I'll show you how it comes out. And you could make any kind of folio, you know, any kind of envelope. This one hasn't been folded on the sides yet, but that's how it comes out. You can just fold the sides. But I didn't need them. I had enough envelopes. And then I put my own labels on them that I have in my, and I don't remember where they came from, but if I do remember, I'll put it in the link below. So these are some, they look the same, but they're different. So there's two. And these are on the Swarthmore linen paper as well. So they're really lovely. And then a whole bunch of here. All different. That one goes this way. That one goes this way. This one is different. It goes this way. See, it's not the same. This one is the same as this one. And then there's this one. So they're really pretty. I love them. And they're all backed with an avocado paper that I have in my files as well. And they just go up here in the acetate pocket up here. And I kind of spread them out a little bit so that the folio isn't so chunky. And like I said, you could take the journal out and it wouldn't be so chunky. And then there are some images that I got from the Chicago Public Domain, the Art Museum. But I'll leave the link to the website where you can get to it. Let me just stick this down here, just because I don't want to fiddle with anything. It all goes in nice, but... And thank you so much for everybody's interest in this. I was very humbled and sort of very, very surprised. And then with the stationery, I basically did the same thing. I put a few pieces together and then put them like so. And then I took like 3 more. I forget how many pieces of stationery there are. I think there's 12. I'm almost positive there's 12. There could be 14, I'm not sure. It's an even number because I cut them in half. And that's the stationery. We'll get to the journal last. Over here is from the Art Institute, and that is the first scene from Madame Butterfly. And if you've never heard the opera or read about the opera, you can go on Google and search it, and you can listen to the music and read about the opera. But that's the first scene. And then this is another art image I got from the Museum of Fine Arts in Chicago. You can also go to the New York Public Library. They have 85,000 public domain images. Just make sure that they are copyright free, because there are some rules that you have to follow in order to get the public, to get the to make sure that they're copyright free. I'm sorry, but that was bothering me. It wasn't cut right. And this again is another painting from the from the Chicago Art Museum. And I could have gone to any museum. It was just, I happened upon the Chicago one, and I was there for like 4 hours learning all about Japanese culture and, yeah, downloading some photos and what have you. These are the postcards, and I'll just take them out and show you real quickly. And what I did, how I got these was I printed the portrait instead of the landscape. And then I sized them down and then cut them down to make a postcard size, 3.5 by 5. And you could put a stamp on the back of this and then just write to your friend, or you could put it in one of the envelopes. But I enjoy sending postcards very, very much, especially to my overseas friends, because it's very inexpensive. And I put them in Happy Mail as well with little notes on them. They make great note cards. So there's that one. And this one. Now these are printed on cardstock, not the, because they are postcards, I print them on heavyweight cardstock. But you could, I didn't want to print it on the Swarthmore paper, because if you did want to put it through the mail, you'd want it to be sturdy. This one. And then there's, this one was a cutoff. It was just a scrap, but I didn't want to throw it away. I thought it would make a good postcard. The same thing with this one. They're different, but, sort of the same, but they're different. Another bird. And 2 more birds. Love this page. I couldn't get all the pages in my journal, so I had to think of something. So I'll put these over here for now. In here, I had these left over. Now, for the pockets, if you weren't here at the beginning, I printed this and put it on all the way down. And then I printed it again and I cut it off here so that it would make a pocket for everything. So what I did was I took those cut-offs and I made large journaling cards with them. And I put proverbs on the back. For example, this one says, wabi sabi, try and let go of the quest for perfection and instead accept the beauty that lies in all of life's imperfections. In Japanese culture, there's a belief that only imperfect objects like a cracked teacup can be truly beautiful. And then this one, Nana Karobi Yaoki, and the English translation is fall 7 times, get up 8. This is definitely one of the most famous Japanese sayings. You've probably heard the English version. If at first you don't succeed, try and try again. It's another phrase that means don't give up. And then I have the original on the back of the writing board. This is 4 pieces of cardstock. One, then a plain piece of white, and then another and a plain piece of white. And this is Nana Karobi Yaoki, fall down 7 times, stand up 8. This proverb teaches resilience and persistence and conveys the message that no matter how many times you face setbacks, it's crucial to keep getting back up and trying again. It's a powerful reminder of the strength of the human spirit and the importance of perseverance in overcoming challenges. And that's the writing board, so I kept that back there. And then this one is Ashita wa ashiti no kaza ga fuku. Tomorrow's wind will blow tomorrow. This quote encourages people to live in the present and not worry excessively about the future. It suggests that each day brings new opportunities and solutions, reminding us to stay hopeful and positive. And that goes right inside here in the back because it's taller. And then I'll put the postcards back in. But they're so pretty. I really love them. I had no intentions in selling it. It was mine to keep, but I've had such an incredible, I'm so humbled and so grateful to everybody who visits my channel. Regardless, if you ask me to buy a journal, I am very, very, very grateful. And then I'll just put the artwork here as well. And I'll leave the website for you to get to these different places. This is the first scene, I think I said that, the first scene from Madame Butterfly. And that's what I did the journal after, was Madame Butterfly. And that's on photo paper. And then the journal, which I'm going to take the journal out so that you can see that it's easily removable and you don't have to leave it in the folio. But you can, but you don't have to. It comes out easily and goes back in easily. So see, you could close the folio and you'd have just the stationary folio. So the journal, it ties here, which I've already untied it. And I put some pearls here. They're flat back pearls, but I glued them back to front on the string so that I could have some pearls, because I couldn't find any string. I could not find any pearls that would fit on the wax linen thread in my stash. So that's what I did to go across there. And I've also put some gold leaf, and there's a butterfly right here that is not like in your face because I didn't want to take away from her or the page. So I did it in some cardstock that was already printed, and I put it through my die cut machine. I couldn't put a lot of laces and things like that in it because it was just too chunky. But it's still very beautiful. And here I made a little fan. And I did this, I showed you how to do this on video several videos ago. But it just opens up like this. It's darling. And you could even write little things on the backs of these, you know, simply by just doing this. Okay? But it is so, so cute. And I just made a pattern with a half circle. And I showed how to do it on one of my videos while I was working on this. That goes right inside that pocket, which is actually just a label. This is from Tailor-Made Journals, and it is Japanese brushstroke writing. This is from my die cut machine. It's a gold cardstock. This is from the Art Museum, the Chicago Art Museum of Fine Arts, and this is 1929. But isn't she cute? She's darling. And she just slides right in there. And this can open up too, so. And then this is another one from 1930. And she's so cute. And then in this little pocket down here, I just put a label because I didn't want to take away from the page, and these were small enough. So they are little postcards. This one, and this one. And they go right inside this pocket. This is a huge kit. It's very hard to choose. I can't remember how many pages, but there's a lot. 80 maybe, 90, I don't remember. There's tons of ephemera, which you'll see. I put it in little pockets and things. For this, I just put a paper clip with some sari because I did want to add sari here and there. And here is the last scene from Madame Butterfly, which is a huge painting, and also was in the late 1800s. It was one of the posters for the opera, and that's on photo paper as well. This was the actress that played in the first Madame Butterfly in the 1800s. And on the back, I put a butterfly with some wings. I forget her name, but I will leave it with the journal for the person that purchased it, if I remember to find it. And then this just says opera stories, but I thought it was great for the journal. This music paper is from Madame Butterfly, and it is called The Butterfly Dance. So there's that side, which is matte, and then there's this side, which is photo, the gloss photo. And then here is some vintage lace. And then here is just a journaling card, postcard. And then it wraps around the page and it opens up like this. Okay. And in here is some more artwork from the Chicago Fine Arts. There's one and there's the other. I think this could be New York Public Library. I don't remember. I'll have to look. And this is Tailor-Made Journals. Again, this is a huge kit. This is a great kit if you're ever making a Japanese journal or any kind of Asian journal. It's beautiful. Here it is again. On the flip side, there's lots of little pieces which I didn't have any place to put them, but you can play with them in the journal. But they're little Polaroids. Another postcard. and another postcard. And then there's some more bits down in here. This one, this one, and this one. And then this was just a scrap I had left over, but I thought it would make a great journaling card. And this is just a scrap I made a pocket from. Okay. So I tried to use up all the ephemera. These are on cardstock, these pieces. These are not, because I didn't know whether you'd want to glue it in the book or glue it on a page, but she is beautiful. And those are on the Swarthmore paper. Flip the page. I did cut not fussy cut, but did a die cut in my machine, again with a scrap of some kind of a digital, but it was pink, so. And then here is some bookmarks from the kit. Another page from the kit. And then the center spread. And then another gold flower from the gold cardstock that I think this is, I know it's Tim Holtz. I just don't, I think it's called Wildflower, I'm not sure. For this is just a tag, but you just untie it right here, like so. And then you can open it up and write in it. You know, you could take this out and rethread it, or, sorry, these little strings. Or you can just open it like this and write in it, and then just pull these back up and tie it. I do dye all my own sari silk, which is fun, because then I have the colors I want. Although sometimes the blue will come out periwinkle, and the pink will come out not quite the pink I want. It will come out sometimes a lot brighter. Like this is my favorite color, the petal pink, but sometimes it will come out a much darker pink. Why isn't this going in there? It goes in fine. Oh dear. There we go. I think my hand's in the way, actually. Yeah. So that goes there. Here's some more artwork that I made into buttons with some glossy accents, gold rub and buff. Put it on some embossed paper, sewed the buttons on after I made them, and then I put a backing on so the person could write on it. And then here is just a scrap of paper. I made a little envelope out of it, and there's a whole bunch of bits in there, and a little piece of paper to write on. But I won't go through all the bits because there's a whole bunch, as you can see. And they all come with the kit. I just fussy cut them out. But they are so cute. They're beautiful. So they go in there. And this goes back inside here. And this looks like it got a little bit bent, but I can fix that just by doing that. I may put a little piece of washi tape on this to hold those things in there, or possibly a paper clip. I should probably do that. This is just another one of these, the rice paper that I made. I had some strips left over, so I used them as ruffles. In here is some little tags that came with the kit, and I just made little flip tags with them, and I backed them. So you could either take them apart, use them one by one, or just write on each one individually. And I did the same thing with this, just a little white brad heart. And it goes like this. And those are backed as well. And then I just kind of hooked those brads onto the pocket to hold them there. I think they look cute. This is some more vintage lace. This is 2 pieces, but I've only glued it at the bottom and the top and made a tuck spot in case you wanted to take the lace off and use it for something else or somewhere else. It was on the rice paper, so I had to put some acetate. I glued the acetate onto the paper so it wouldn't be so weak, okay? So again, another envelope with a whole bunch of bits that I'm not going to take out. There's some labels, there's a card, there's stamps, there's a whole bunch of things in there. And then some more journaling cards or bookmarks, whatever you decide to do with them. I did not ink anything because some people don't like inking. And, you know, if you do, then you could ink them. But inking this kit would have been hard for me. Okay. And then this could be a tuck spot as well, but I haven't put anything in it. Here's some little cards that I made. And you can journal inside those. And then another cutoff, which I didn't want to throw away. And I thought this looked really Japanese. So I used that. And then this is another art piece, which I put in there as well. And I did see a piece that looked like it needed just a little bit of trimming, which had I inked it, you wouldn't even see that, but I didn't want to ink them. And the other journal, I'll show you after I do this. This might be able to go in here. And also this one. Yeah, that looks good. This is another one of those tags I just showed you that, you know, opens up. That's the front and that's the back. It's just a scrap. I folded it in half and made a tag out of it. Another one of those cards. It's a little butterfly on this little label. And another card. Butterfly Dance by Gaston Baroche, who wrote it. This is the piano music. Here's another one of those gold flowers that I put through my die cut machine, and that opens up, and she's from the 1930 exactly, and she is precious, my favorite. And more of that paper from more of the script from Lauren Taylor, Tailor-Made Designs, Tailor-Made Journals, I'm sorry. I'll leave everything in the link below. And then, last but not least, another journaling card and another little label I have, which, I mean, they come 8.5 by 11, but you just size them however big you want. I make labels out of them. And I made the labels on the envelopes as well. And I just put handmade here. And then you just, I won't put it back now, but you just put it back in and tie it up, and she is done. So I hope you like that. I'll put this right here. How did I have it on that? I guess I had it like this. So I hope you like that, and I will be back soon with another video. Oh, I have got this little journal, which is already sold. I have been decorating it, putting in pockets and things like that. I still have to add my laces and my ribbons, but it's getting there, slowly but surely. It's got a lot of pages. I didn't realize how many pages it has. I think it was, I want to say 14 pages of signature, and there's 4 signatures. So it's little, but it's a great size. And this is also sold. So I'd like to get them both out in the mail by Saturday. So I'm almost done with that as well. So I've been pretty busy, but enjoying my time, of course. So that's it. That's Madam Butterfly, and I hope that you enjoyed that. So until the next time, be well, be safe, be kind, and God bless. Love y'all. Bye.